Brothers on Comedy Contest. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. We appreciate it. Billy, keep turning the TV up. Yeah, thanks. I want to watch it, but yeah, no, thank you. Keep going for Billy behind the bar. Let's hear for him. So if you're not aware, this is a comedy contest where the grand prize is $500, and they get a spot at the Agora with me December 28th for Bill Squire's Christmakwanzakah, which is pretty exciting. And that is all possible because of our sponsors, Don Julio Tequila, Crown Royal, and Kettle One Vodka. Let's hear it for our sponsors. Yeah, Kettle One, there you go. Yeah. Drink it. And there's also some drink specials tonight. I think $3 gummy bear shots. It's ladies' night. I didn't know that. That's cool. And identify as a ladies' night too, I guess. Billy, what are the other drinks specials tonight?
Oh, on this thing?
Yeah. Cosmos and
house brand wine for $6 or $7. Lemon drop martini and gummy bear shot.
There you go. Right. So ask him about the specials, have some drinks, enjoy the show. We appreciate you being here. My name is Bill. I was raised Mormon as a kid. They'd always tease me like, "Oh, Bill, you're a Mormon? How many wives do you have?" Right? That hurt my feelings, and I started to cry and run home to my mom's. It really was Mormon. I started a Mormon mission for 2 years in the Philippines, and while I was there, I learned a language that's useless to me now. Does everybody know the national language of the Philippines? Tagalog, yeah. When I read that on a piece of paper, I'm like, oh, that's a Girl Scout cookie. This place is going to be delicious. And it was for different reasons, which I'll get to in a minute. But it's a very difficult language to learn. I was brand new in the country. I was walking down the street one day, and this guy pulled a knife on me. He wasn't scary. He was Filipino. He was this big. It was a homemade knife. He wasn't good at his job. And I had this great moment where I grabbed the knife out of his hand, and I threw him on the ground, and I yelled at him, and I wanted to say something intimidating like, "Get away from me, you scumbag." But I didn't know the language that well, so instead I said, which basically means, "These bananas are too expensive." I still said it a badass way. Just the most aggressive phrase I knew at the time. So I did the whole Mormon mission thing to make my parents happy, and I was miserable because Mormons are strict, but when you're a missionary, they're extra strict. You can't watch TV, you can't listen to music, you can't go see movies. And I started to break those rules by drinking alcohol and going to strip clubs. Yeah, strip clubs in the Philippines. They're real. Yeah, it's a good time. First time I go to one, it's me and 2 other missionaries that corrupted. We go in, we're the only Americans in the whole place, and other girls are trying their best to get our attention. One girl comes out, takes off all her clothes, takes a piece of ice out of the bucket, rubs it on her vagina, and then dropped it into my beer. Yeah. So I accidentally spilled that on purpose. You're not even supposed to drink the water over there. So as the night went on, there's more girls flirting with us, doing the classic flirty stripper thing, like, "Oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh my God, can you bring me to America?" You know, you guys have seen 90 Day Fiancé. And I'm not interested in that because they were too fake to me. I was down with the girl that was kind of tired, and she was straight to the point. She was like, "All right, here's the deal. For 1,500 pesos, I'll take you to the back room. You can do anything you want." 1,500 pesos at that time was like $30 American. Yeah, that's a good deal. That's like getting a Groupon. The problem is, it's the back room of a Filipino strip club, and that's a sketchy place to go. So I kept turning her down. As I kept turning her down, she kept lowering her prices and her standards until she finally got to a point where she's like, "All right, if you buy me a beer, I'll go down on you right here at this table." So she sucked my dick in front of my 2 missionary friends. I'm sorry, that's just how the story goes. And they're looking at each other like, "Holy cow, we had no idea that Bill was this hardcore." Except they didn't call me Bill, they called me Elder Squire, because rules are rules. Long story short, I hooked up with a whole bunch of Filipinas, got caught, was excommunicated from the Mormon church, and may or may not have between like 1 and 15 illegitimate children. Some of the clothes we're wearing tonight. fuck you guys, they're my kids, they're gonna work. I'm not gonna be lazy and spoiled like American kids. I want an iPhone. Make it. I do have kids. I have 3 kids. They're my ex-wife's kids from her first marriage, but I raised them like they're my own. I take care of them, I provide for them. They don't see their biological father, so I stepped into that role. Woo! Thank you, one person. No, the rest of you guys are way too late on that. You're like, hey, you don't have to do that. I love those kids. They're all grown up now. But it was wild when they were younger because they were so mean when they were younger, especially when they were teenagers. When they were teenagers, one time my oldest daughter said to me, I hate you, and I've always hated you. Now, in her defense, I did ask her to refill the Brita pitcher. That's all they had coming. That kid, the oldest was the one I had the hardest time with because she just, I don't know, she but she was a pistol. And I remember when she got her first job. She got her first job at McDonald's, and after her first day of work, she came home, and I was like, how was work? And she just burst into tears. She's like, it was horrible. Everyone was mean to me. All the customers were rude. And one of them called me a dumb piece of shit because I forgot their chicken nugget sauce. Now that kid had put me through hell. So to see the world take a nice dump on her face just really filled my heart with joy. But I'm also not a monster. I don't like when someone's mean to my kids. I also wanted to make her feel better. So what I did is I gave her one of those hugs. You know, a hug that dad gives their kids that make them feel like there's nothing in the world that can hurt them. That's what I did. I wrapped her up in my arms with all my love. And I said, well, next time, don't forget. I also have a dog. I have a very cute dog. It's a petite golden doodle. She's very cute. Her name is Whoopsie. She's the most important thing in my life right now because things are happening. That's how I'm right. She's the best dog. I love that dog. I bought her. People get mad at me. Like, oh, you should buy dogs. You should adopt dogs. But they don't understand my situation. I live in a condo. So I need a small dog that's hypoallergenic, that's not going to shed, blah, blah, blah. Those are my excuses. But what it comes down to is I have read. We're live streaming on YouTube, which is a new thing that we're trying here. So there's probably like 8 people watching, so pretty cool, you know. But thank you. You guys have been great. Keep that energy up for all the comments. I think they have like 7 or 8 contestants. They're doing 5 minutes apiece. So you're gonna learn how fast 5 minutes can be. I think tonight it's going to go fast. I think we got a great lineup tonight. All right, our first comic coming to the stage. He's one of the funniest guys in the city. Put your hands together for Elliot Jarris.
Yeah. Hey, keep it going for Bill Squire, everybody. Yeah, thank you so much for coming out and supporting live comedy. This is great. This is great. This looks like a HOA meeting, but this is great. I love it. I love it. I was last night. I helped my parents. I went over to my parents' house, so I brought up the Christmas decorations. And I know what a lot of you were thinking. I am. I know I'm giving off the vibe of a really progressive Muslim, but I am Christian. People that confuse us a lot of people because I'm Palestinian, and it really messes with a lot of people who don't know where that book took place. I'm from where he's from. No, I like growing up. I like growing up Catholic. I liked it. I wouldn't call myself like a practicing Catholic right now. Always been good at it. My cousins, on the other hand, grew up Lutheran because it was cheaper, I think. But I'm covering all my bases. You know, when I was last month, we had Yom Kippur. I went over to my Jewish friend's house to have dinner with her family because they felt bad. And when I'm at the gym, I do all my push-ups facing Mecca, just in case. I'm getting into one or another, trust me. No, like I said, I was helping my parents with the Christmas decorations. I brought it up, and then after we brought all that up, I'm just sitting on the couch with my dad, and we're watching what was on TV. We're watching The Office. And I don't know how you guys hang out with your dad, but 3 episodes of complete silence go by. And my dad just points at Michael Scott. He points at Steve Carell and he goes, "He kind of looks like Brian Chambers, doesn't he?" And I said, "Who's Brian Chambers?" And he goes, "My buddy, you never met him." Awesome, brother, keep it up. I can't afford a home, but at the time, recently I needed a toolkit for my apartment. He said, you check Sears?" I don't know anything about tools. That's the only issue. I am Palestinian. Most people clap after that, but it's nice to know where you guys stand, honestly. It's good. Let's get it out of the way early, you know? Tomato. Where are you? All right. I am Palestinian. I like it. It's cool. It's a little, people always say the war, they always say, it's tricky, man. Well, hey, what you guys got going on there, it's complicated. And it's like, yeah, like, Arab-Israeli citizen. That's complicated. You just don't want to read an article, you know? My little, what's complicated? My little cousin, northern Israel, a Palestinian child living in northern Israel, sent us a photo in the family WhatsApp. He's 10 years old. Sent us a photo in the family WhatsApp, and it was just a piece. He went on the roof of the house. He found a piece of rocket shrapnel. You know? And that's, on one hand, that's very tough. It's really hard, especially just because it's like, this means we're in northern Israel. This means this rocket is coming from Lebanon. People who look just like us, who are coming to, you know, supposed to be helping us, but they're forgetting about the 2 million Palestinians living in Israel. But then on the other hand, he looked so fucking cool in that photo. He posed for it like it was a mixtape cover. He was like, that's badass. That would send me spiraling, for sure. I don't think I could handle that. I do, it is weird when you're living as Palestinians in northern Israel, because on one hand you hear these rockets coming from Lebanon and they're around you, and you hear it's I don't know how really to explain it, but like, hey, what if I just actually got like really sad about it and told you guys? No, but actually, I'll tell you this, I found this out the other day, and it's really weird, this weighed on my mind a lot. I didn't know how to react to it. It brought up a lot of weird emotions. I found out my childhood bedroom in northern Israel, at my grandparents' home, was actually a bomb shelter. And that was really weird, that was really strange, this is very true. But it was even weirder because I thought about it harder, and I was like, but every time we heard a bomb siren, we hid under the stairs. Which leads me to believe my grandparents knew with such certainty that the summer I was 13, I was just in that room jacking off, that they were like, you know what, we're going to try out the stairs. My name's Elliot Drews. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Elliot, everybody. Oh, man. A Palestinian Catholic, how mad were those priests when you're 10 years old and they're like, full push! All right. Next comic on the stage. Very happy to have him here. Put your hands together for Ruben Ryan.
Yay! Hello. Let's get to know me for a second. First, let's start with my disabilities. Yes, I'm wearing glasses. That's a pretty obvious one, or at least you'd think it would be obvious. It took me 10 years to find out I needed glasses, because I just thought I was high. I just thought that weed made everything a little bit blurry. And then I smoked weed with glasses for the first time. Oh, shit. I'm glad no one's dead. That's the moral of that story. When I was 30, I had to have a total knee replacement in my left knee, which isn't really that big of a problem, but it has limited my range of motion. So like if I'm walking around and I suddenly like, do I smell dog shit? Okay. All right, let's hope it's not dog shit. Okay, we're moving on. Like last year, I was diagnosed with autism, which is a different thing when you're diagnosed as an adult, because you've already started to habilitate yourself to regular society in a way. But like when you're a kid, that feels like you're being put in a box, like you're gonna have to go through all these extensive experiences because you were a child with autism. But as an adult, it's more like just, oh God. Oh, thank God that's what's been happening. I'm so relieved. Okay. Huge relief. Huge relief for me, personally. Last disability, I was raised by hippies, which means I'm a vegetarian. Now, as a vegetarian, though, I go through life and, I meet other vegetarians, and that's a weird experience. Because some vegetarians, they can't give up all the meat. You know what I mean? Like, you'll meet vegetarians who are like, oh no, I just eat chicken, or oh no, I just eat some fish every once in a while. But the real psychos are the people who are out here just eating bacon. That's like saying, oh no, man, I don't gamble, except for Russian roulette. Or oh no, I don't drink, sir, except for moonshine. Or oh no, I don't get high, except for crystal meth. The body has to recover after that joke. Anyways, I'm getting old, that's what I'm saying. I'm not that old. At least I don't like to think of myself as that old. This isn't a bit, I got sidetracked by my age. Let's move along. Alright, we're gonna do this, okay? See here, this is my time machine. I'm gonna get to the 90s, and I'm gonna tell the person from the 90s how fucked the future is. Alright, let's go, everyone. Quick! 90s man, don't panic, I'm from the future. What? Okay, alright, I've just come back in time to tell you that the future is insane and you're not going to believe a single word of it. Oh, come on, man, the future can't be that crazy. The first Aquaman movie makes $1 billion. What? The Aquaman movie? Yeah, the Aquaman movie. And Aquaman's not even white anymore. What? Aquaman's a black guy? No. Jesus Christ, 90s man, there's more than just black and white people, okay? He's Samoan. Like the cookie? Read a fucking book, okay? Actually, if I give you any advice, it's read a fucking book. Because in the future, not enough people have read fucking books. Okay? That's my lesson to you. No, but you gotta tell me, what's wrong with the future? Okay, where to start? Okay, well in the future, Nazis are back. What? Nazis are back? Yeah, Nazis are back. It's wild. How do you cope with that? Well, the Batman movies just keep getting better. That's not a fair exchange. No, it is not. Come on, man, I'm trying here. Well, there has to be something good in the future. Weeds, basic. Really? I can't wait to buy an 8th. Hold on, you're from Ohio? It's a 10th. Oh, what? I'm just telling you how it is. Oh, by the way, in the future, a reality TV star, oh, by the way, in the future, we're going to have this thing called reality TV where people make television. Never mind. But anyways, this guy, he's going to become president. Oh, wait, you know him as the weird guy from Home Alone 2. Okay? Remember that guy? He's going to become president once. We're going to realize it was shit. We're going to fire him. We're going to hire another guy. Everyone will get temporary amnesia and vote that. And then he's going to bring about tariffs to try and fix the economy. But the last time we tried to fix the economy with tariffs was right before the Great Depression. I know! They don't read in the future! Okay, look, 90s man, I gotta go. But whatever you do, don't get on a plane on September 11th, 2001. Wait, no, what's wrong with that? Did the future change? It didn't? I should be clear about the 9/11 thing, that's my bad. All right, thank you.
to go for Ruben Ryan, everybody.
Right, let's start with that bit.
All right, our next comic on the stage. Absolutely thrilled to have this guy here. Please welcome Squire.
Thank you very much. You might be able to tell I have very similar energy to the last guy. A lot of weed talk already. I don't smoke anymore because weed for me, it just makes me really like into myself. Like some people will smoke weed though, like wake up in front of an empty pizza box. I'll smoke a joint, I'll just wake up in front of my laptop with like 9 browser tabs open. 8 of them are porn. And the 9th one is a Google search for rock stars who started later in life. But Cleveland has weed now. Cleveland's cool. I mean, there's cool restaurants, trendy shit. I think these days there's so much shit to do. I think if you truly want to be adventurous in this day and age, don't try to do restaurant. Don't go to museums. That's what takes balls, is to not be interesting. Oh, bungee jumping got your heart rate up. Try going on a date with a 22-year-old and telling her you did nothing for Halloween. How about that? I tell that joke year-round. See, like these people that test their limits, they don't test their actual limits. You understand? Like, okay, you did a triathlon. Okay, you ran for 10 miles and then you swam 100 laps and then you cycled. At that point, the hardest thing for that person to do, like there should be a 4th leg of every triathlon where the next day you go to a dinner party. But you're not allowed to tell anyone that you did a triathlon. That's the hardest thing. Oh, what's that? You won the Indy 500. How about this? Drive a friend of a friend to the airport. There's traffic, you have very little in common. I'm doing all right in life, though. I got a nice gal. We're not sure, though, if we want to have kids. I mean, I have 2 kids. I have a 5 and a 7-year-old. I don't know if I want them, though. No, we're going to have kids. We'll probably have like human beings were the first life form sophisticated enough to like redirect our biological urge to reproduce. You know what I mean? Like you never see a giraffe pulled out. Like, yeah, I'm not ready to give up my solo trots under the moon just yet. Granted, giraffes can't talk. I'm watching them fuck, but don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. I think. Here's where my heart is. I think having kids is beautiful. I think some parents they justify it with stupid shit like this. Oh, what's great about my kid is that now I realize like my problems don't matter anymore. It's like, well, you solved your problems just by creating a more immediate problem. By the way, now that I lit my arm on fire, my diarrhea is no longer an issue. But relationship is going strong. It's been 7 years. Here's my only gripe is I just can't sleep for shit when I share a bed with someone. My whole, like every relationship, it's like, as soon as I fall in love, I'm like, great, I guess I have to function at 72% now forever. What is this garbage? Some people sleep better with their partners, and God bless them. Why does that have to dictate it for the rest of us? You know what I mean? Like at best, to me, sharing a bed should be like taking a shower together. But yeah, we'll do it for fun on like fucking Valentine's Day. There's no way to live. Some good sex, the kind of sex that if you were to watch it, none of you would be turned on, but you would have no doubt that we fucking love each other. That kind of shit. After that, though, I press a button, and then my part of the bed detaches. It rolls out of the bedroom entirely, down the hallway, into its own separate soundproof bedroom. I press another button, that door closes, that's when I come. sex, because I realized, like, you can just do missionary. Missionary is great. I think some of these couples doing the acrobatics in the bedroom, like, they're running from something. They're running from their problems. Like, I know couples that have done every single position in the Kama Sutra. It's like, yeah, have you tried the one where you get through dinner without a fight? My name is Sagar Bhatt. Good evening.
Give it up for Sagar Bhatt, everybody. All right, this next guy coming on stage, one of the fastest up-and-coming comics in the Cleveland Akron area. Put your hands together for the very funny John Brown.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Good. My name actually is John Brown. If you're fake, my mother's real name's Chris Brown. So, it's not a joke, just a fact about me. Another fact about me is I am single and I hate online dating. I feel like since the pandemic, you kind of have to do it. If you try to meet somebody in person, you're a weirdo, right? I don't like it. I think it's just like we recreated the dating from when we were children. What I mean by that is when you're in like elementary school and some girl would come up to you and she'd be like, hey, do you like Jessica? You're like, I don't know, does Jessica like me? It's like, well, I can't tell you if Jessica likes you until you tell me if you like Jessica. It's like, well, I don't really want to tell you if I like Jessica until I know if she likes me. And she's like, well, for $29.95 a month, you can super like Jessica. And then you do, and then you match, and then she messages you, and she's like, oh, you're really hot. And you're like, oh, you're not a real person. God damn it. Fucking bot's got me again, dude. You know? It's weird. The pandemic changed our lives in ways that we're never getting back. Some for the bad, like online dating, some for the good, like all the free food that I get. I call it the middle class food bank. I don't know if you've heard of this. But if you go to some of these restaurants like a Chipotle or a Piata, they have these shelves and there's just all these bags of free food sitting there. It's pretty cool. They put the donor's name right on the bag. It says Chio, let's take one, give one, right? I felt lightning. Just because you're stealing Jesus' food, some of you got it. I don't have a problem with religion, I just don't need it with my chicken sandwich, you know? Separation of church and chicken, that's what I say. It's weird when you go to a Chick-fil-A because they speak like evangelical Christians, and there's always some high school girl behind the counter, and the first thing she says to you when you walk in is, welcome to Chick-fil-A, how can I serve you today? It's a weird thing for a high school girl to say to a grown man. It just is. I feel like Chris Hansen's gonna pop up from behind the counter. Like, I just came for the chicken, I swear. And she hands you the bag, and you're like, thank you. And you're like, no, the fuck it wasn't. All right? Just wanted a goddamn sandwich. So we don't say goddamn here. I'm like, that's bullshit. People say goddamn every Sunday when they pull in your parking lot and you're not open. I was raised Catholic, but I'm not religious anymore. And because of that, sometimes I have a hard time expressing sympathy. Like, I'm never going to say thoughts and prayers because I'm not going to lie, you know? So when they hang up one of those sympathy cards at work, I don't know what to write. I'll usually just write, like, sorry for your loss. But then you see other people writing shit like praying for you, and then sorry for your loss just kind of sounds like you're not doing it. So the last time I hung up one of those cards at work, I just wrote thoughts on the card. And this guy was standing behind me, and he saw it, and he's like, what, are you trying to be funny or something? And I'm like, no, I'm just letting him know that I'm thinking about him, but I'm not going to pray for him. He's like, you're an asshole. It's like, no, close up agnostic, you're thinking of atheists. Do you think atheists are bad people, or at least they should be? Because if you're 100% sure there's no God and you're a good person, you're just kind of a fucking nerd. Dude, you know? I don't know, no consequences, do some bad shit. If I was 100% sure there's no God, I'd never pay for my groceries again. Just walk in, grab my shit, and get out. But I think there might be a God, so I go through the self-checkout line and I pay for every other item. Well, just in case shopping. Yeah. I think Southern Baptists are the worst. Those people can be convinced of anything with the right production budget. My aunt, she's a hardcore Southern Baptist from Texas. She's so hardcore that she thinks you're a bad person if you drink, but her favorite show is called Lucifer. That's a little weird, right? I've never seen the show Lucifer. I'll explain it to you because I watched it for this joke. It's a show where the devil gets bored, so he moves to LA to start a nightclub, and then he falls in love with an LAPD detective, so he becomes a consultant for the LAPD. That's the real plot of a show that a lot of people watch for 6 seasons. And at some point, God, who's played by the Allstate insurance guy, comes down and he announces the thing. So, a $26 million budget year from Netflix finally convinced my aunt that the devil was a good person. She was then rooting for him to become God. $16 million budget year from The Apprentice convinced her to vote for the first time. It's not a political joke. I don't give a shit who you voted for. I just asked my aunt why she voted, and she said because she liked Trump and The Apprentice. And I think whether you love him or hate him, we can all agree that's a terrible fucking reason to vote for somebody. Like, I love the show Swamp People, but I'm never checking a box that says Junior for president. Thank you very much. My name is John Brown. You guys have a great night.
Keep it going for John Brown, everybody. All right, I think we got 3 more contestants in the contest, and we got a special guest that's going to come up and do a set. One more time for Billy behind the bar. Let's hear for him. All right, this next guy, I believe no relation to the other guy that was up here 2 comics ago, but they got the same last name. Put your hands together for Namit Bach.
It is true, we are related. We are related. But apparently we all know each other, because our parents have been friends for like 45 years. True story. They lived in Philadelphia together like 45 years ago. It's crazy. Now we both do comedy, so we're both failures. So. We're also failures because we're both marrying whites. Yeah, it's nice. We said to get it in before the Supreme Court overturns interracial. My wife is so white, like she actually called salt spicy the other day. That's how white she is. She's like, ooh baby, this salt is spicy. I was like, we're eating chicken. Like, how much more bland can it be? I don't know. Oh man, we did do Ancestry.com for her. I'm purebred, but we wouldn't figure it out. I said, well, let's figure out what you are. Turns out she's a distant relative of Thomas Jefferson. I was like, damn, baby, I didn't know you were part black. This explains a lot, like your love for jaywalking. Taking too much time at Chipotle. And marrying outside your race. I was kind of mad at the results, though. Not like a racist thing, but I was like, you're telling me this whole time we could have been going to black church? Black church looks so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, you can stand up and sit down as many times as you want. You can give and get hallelujahs. It sounds great. She keeps taking me to white church. White church, there's just some like 90-year-old lady behind me singing 10 octaves too high. They're telling me when to sit and stand. It's not great. I pee a lot too, and it's like, black church, I get to go. It's not like Indian church though. Indian church is fucking crazy as well. First of all, Indian church is called temple, and service is called puja, right? But the crazy thing about Indian church is that like it's like sacred ground, so you always have to like take your shoes off before you go in. What they don't tell you is that the bathrooms are on the inside. So what we do, our solution was just to throw a bunch of flip-flops in there as communal flip-flops to use. I was like, what's worse? Like using used flip-flops, and not like used flip-flops like someone else's flip-flops, but like flip-flops that have been used by billions of people. There's so many of us. Into the flip-flops, but I would just stand on one. First of all, they're mismatched because I'm not pairing them up. I would just stand on them and then just like shuffle over like I'm a penguin that has to shit. Or like an Indian guy that has to shit. Another thing about Indian temple is that we have to sit on the ground, which is crazy. It's not great. I had to see my orthopedist the other day. He's like, oh, you got temple hip. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. First of all, my doctor's Indian, so he knows. He's like, yeah, you got temple hip. Like, you're like, if you keep doing this, you're gonna have hip dysplasia, like you're a 15-year-old golden retriever. He's like, God damn it. The other crazy part is it's an old religion. Old religion. So we have some stupid rules. Like we have a rule that like if you're a woman on your period, you're not allowed to sit on the floor, which is hilarious to a 13-year-old Indian boy. We just like, why are you sitting on that chair, Priya? We always knew who was. I actually think that because like Indian people are cheap too. I think they were just trying to save on Scotch guarding. All right, man.
Keep it going for Don and Pod, everybody. I have a similar rule. When women are on their period, they're just not allowed to sit on my face. But I'll make exceptions. All right, we got 2 comics left in the contest. Very excited for this next one. Please welcome up to the stage, Zach Thomas.
I like when girls hit me, but not when they're mean to me. Like, sure, slap me, choke me, really give it to me, but don't fucking call me a bitch. Ask me if I ate today. Like, tell me you're proud of me. Maybe offer help me with my homework later. My relationship with my mom's fucking fine. Don't you guys worry about that at all. This girl asked me one time, she's like, what's the worst thing you ever did to your mom? If I would have known this was the last conversation we'd had, I wouldn't answer honestly. I was like, let me think back to when I was on Xanax. Used to do a lot of Xanax. Best anti-anxiety medication in the world. Also just happens to make you the worst person ever. I was like, okay, probably when my mom took my Xanax, and then later that day I broke into her house and took her cat. Right out from underneath her nose. She wasn't home. Had left the window open 2 weeks earlier. Knew this might come up. She's like, hey, did you stop by the house earlier? Like, I can't find Missy anywhere. Like, did you accidentally leave the door open? Just sent her a picture back of her cat. So if you ever want to see your cat again, I need my Xanax back. It's not like I was going to kill the fucking cat. The cat would have just lived a happy life with me. Until she gave me my drugs back. That's what was going to happen. And then at the end of that story, the girl was like, yeah, you probably should have kept that to yourself. I was like, fuck. That's fair. She's got trust issues though, my mom does. So every time I get in the car now, anytime she's like trying to, you know what I mean, we're going to get lunch or something, we're trying to have a nice mother-son relationship, she's like, Dad, give me drugs in the car. I was like, Mom, yeah, I have drugs in the car. She's like, well, what are you gonna do if we get pulled over, Zachary? That's how she talks. And I'm like, easy. I'm gonna act like I'm deaf and underneath your seat. She's like, really? You do that to your mother? And I'm like, Mom, you're 57 years old. You've lived a pretty fucking long life already. And you're middle-aged and a white woman, and you're kind of like the deer population. Also, Mom, I think you'd be fucking great in prison. I don't know why you're tripping right now. I'm telling you to really fuck up what I got going for me right now, so maybe you should stop being selfish. Yeah. She made me pay for Panera that day. Went to the bathroom, she was gone. I was like, that's fair. That actually makes a lot of sense. This girl told me that my balls tasted good recently. That's why I was like, okay, this girl kind of fucks with me, because that's a great lie. Listen, okay, you can say a lot of things about me. You can even call me tall, maybe. Please call me tall. But my balls taste good? Okay, come on, let's be realistic here. My balls taste like open mics and mac and cheese bites. Like, for sure. I don't know what open mics taste like, but... Mac and cheese bites, dude, fuck. Deep fried mac and cheese, usually in triangles, it doesn't fucking matter. You guys ever had sex with somebody and you wish they were just like, I thought it was a baby crying. I was like, what the fuck? You guys ever had sex with somebody and you wish they were just like, shut the fuck up? Like, not say anything. But just like everything they said was like the wrong thing. I was getting to the lane. I was getting my dick sucked the other day. And this girl goes, oh yeah, I don't know why her voice is deep, but oh yeah, you like that? Practice. Like, alright, you're not that fucking thing you just said. I don't need to know. I told her, suck. Your dick sucks pretty cool. And like 5 minutes later, she's like, oh yeah. And I know I sound like a Kool-Aid man, but when I do the higher voice, it's way weirder. Just right at the end. It's just like, oh yeah, everybody tells me I'm really good at this. And I'm like, alright, now stop, actually. I don't want to know how you're good at sucking dick. To be honest with you, I want to think you're bad at sucking dick. So right now, you got good at sucking dick on this dick. I want to think I was like your dick sucking Mr. Miyagi. Like, whack on and whack off, if you will. Like, I don't want to fucking see your head game tape. Please see your fellatio portfolio. Maybe watch a couple videos. You guys ever think dirty talk goes a little too far sometimes?
No.
Alright, fucking hornballs, Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna ask about that. Yeah, I don't know, my ex wanted to like cut me. Make me bleed and shit. I'm not good with blood. I could have never been an EMT or like in Vietnam. Same thing. Then she's like, oh no, I'm gonna light you on the fire and lick it off. Alright, please don't fucking do that. Fire, historically one of the most uncontrollable elements. They're not having widespread water problems in California. Also, pretty sure that's not how fucking tongues work. And also, what's up with all this knives and fire? Like, what's going on here? Like, there's no fucking Gordon Ramsay. This isn't Hell's Kitchen. There's no Gordon Ramsay in here. This is too far. That was where I drew the line. I kind of realized that I don't really want dirty talk in the bedroom anymore. And the only thing I'll accept from a girl from here on out is yes, chef. And thank you, chef. Thank you guys so much. That is that comment.
Keep it over, Zach, everybody. Up until recently, I did pretty well with women. And people were like, oh, Bill, the only reason women want to go out with you is because you're on the radio. Okay. But if you haven't heard, I got laid off from the radio, so I guess I got to lose weight and develop a personality. Sorry, actually, I have a girlfriend. She's locked in. But women did say crazy shit to me, too, when we were, like they'd DM me and message me, and they'd say things like, I give the best blowjob. Nobody gives a better blowjob than me. But they didn't understand that I lived in the Philippines for 2 years. Everybody? Almost works, right? You're like, I'll learn a language. I don't know. All right, next comic on stage, our final contestant of the evening. Very funny guy. Put your hands together for Dave Shelton.
Hey, how you guys doing? Glad to hear it. You guys enjoying the show? Great. I don't know how the show's been because I haven't been here. I have my own show to worry about. You know what's great about being a 6'4", 280-pound black dude? Yeah. Dating is like super easy. Yeah. All I gotta do is put T1 athlete in my Tinder profile. I'm pulling more white girls at a Taylor Swift concert. Yeah. My man over here knows. Yeah. 2 white women in this whole room is like easy. Anyone notices that it's they've been putting more security in places? Oh yeah. Yeah, they've been putting more armed security in places, and I'm just like, why? It's like, have you seen most security guards? They don't look like me or him. They look like that dude. Yeah, like I don't get it. It's just like I'll go because they have them in like the grocery stores around here, and I look at them like this dude is not stopping a coal. Like, it'll be some, 5'8" Hispanic dude just staring at his phone. I'm just like, dude, if I really wanted to be active in here right now, I could just walk in, snap your neck, and then we're all in the 6 o'clock news. Yeah, it's fucking easy. I know they, do you know how much they pay security guards? So, I looked it up. Apparently, the average pay for a security guard is between $16 and $20 an hour. You know how much money a year that is? Not enough to be playing Captain America. For $18 an hour, I am a snitch. I am in the bathroom, like on the phone with the real cops. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm like shit. For $16 an hour, my pronouns are she, her. I'm with women and children, bro. I'm cool. I know sometimes they hire cops to do it, and it's like, all right, that's fun too. So you walk in and you see like, hi officer, tattoo. It's like, all right, well, no, I'm not to steal from this place. No, I think it's is anyone in here good in a crisis? No, you're not. You're fucking terrible in a crisis. You know it. Like, for example, have you ever had to really use the bathroom on your way home from work? I'm talking like you're 10 minutes out from your house and you are 10 centimeters dilated. And you finally get home and you take your stuff out your car, get up to the door, you only got 2 keys, but neither of them work, and you're trying to fumble around with them. Basically what I'm saying is, when it hits the fan, you are going to shit your pants either way. No. I'm going to do this one. So, I'll end on a story. So, my nephew graduated high school a couple years ago, and my girl and I went to go visit him. And my nephew lives in Pittsburgh, right? So, kind of a long drive. So it's my nephew, it's me, my girl, and my mom, all driving. We stopped to get breakfast. A couple things before I finish the story. One, if you couldn't tell by my glasses and my voice, my girlfriend is white. That is important. Secondly, the place we stopped at, Cracker Barrel. Now, if you've never been to a Cracker Barrel, it's like if a Civil War reenactment became a restaurant. Here's the thing. We stopped there on Juneteenth. And if you didn't know, that is their 9/11. And here's the thing about my girl. My girl isn't like a stovepipes. She's not like one of those white girls who think she's black. She's not from Lyria. My girl is as white as the driven snow. I'm talking adult Disney fan white. So you got this 6'4" black dude in there with a white girl looking like an escaped slave with slave master's daughter. They were not happy to see me, man. It's like, I like the food at Cracker Barrel, I just can't handle how racist it is inside. Like, Cracker Barrel is so racist, they spell pancakes with 3 Ks. Cracker Barrel is so racist, they only serve egg whites. Cracker Barrel is so racist, if you tell them it's your birthday, they give you a cupcake, but it doesn't have a candle, it just has a miniature burning cross in it. Cracker Barrel is so racist, they don't even have managers there, they have masters. Inside used to sell people. Cracker Barrel is so racist, when my girl and I go, and they tell me my table is ready, they say, Shelton party of 1 3/5. I can't be too mad at Cracker Barrel, they made breakfast great again. All right, that's my time. Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate it.
Keep it over, Dave, everybody. Let's see, a little handshake in. I know some black people with you think you're cool because you got black friends. No, I don't have black friends. But I do have fat white daughters, so I hang out with a lot of black people. Ouch. I hate that shit. Their boyfriends love it. All right, that is all for our contestants again. One more time for our sponsors, John Williams, Christmakwanzakah, and Crown Royal. One more time for Billy behind the bar. We're going to excuse our judges so they can go decide who is moving on to the next rounds. And while they are out deliberating, figuring out who's moving on to the next rounds, we have a very special guest. This guy won the last contest here over the summer. He's absolutely hilarious. Put your hands together for Deshaun France.
There's no stool. What am I gonna do? There's no stool. What am I gonna fuck? There's no stool. I was just, hey. No, I got a phone call from my mom recently. She let me know that my childhood babysitter, she killed her baby. Yeah. I guess I'm a hard act to follow. No, but it's actually, don't laugh at that. It's actually kind of fucked up. No, it is, that's actually how, it's kind of fucked up because she was the best babysitter I ever had. And, I kind of think that's why. Like, she had that darkness in her. You know how animals can sense evil? I think that's how the kids were when she'd walk in. They'd be like, I gotta clean up my room on time or she will murder me. She will. I gotta be in bed at 8 o'clock or she will. She put me under the water. I thought she was teaching me how to hold my breath for a long time. I don't know. What? I don't know. Free Cynthia. We'll get her out. We'll get her out. Actually, I have some people that are they're sending petitions around to sign, so if you guys could write your name down on the petitions once they come around. Where the fuck are you? Where are they at? No, I'm guessing. I'm crazy, y'all. No, I'm from Mansfield, Ohio. Yeah, we got the prison. We got the prison. Shawshank Redemption, our claim to fame. But also, a lot of people don't know this. We also got sued by Oprah. Yeah, she donated a lot of money for drug reform. Police chargers. How about we gotta go help the drug addicts? We just gonna mow them down in some cool cars. Just chase them. And that's the thing is the drug of choice was heroin. That's a slow drug. You don't need police charges for that. If it was crack, I would understand. That's like a fad. That's like we need to catch the. I got a friend that smokes crack. I do. I got a friend that smokes crack, but he says it's hard to get now because we're young and young people don't cook. You can't pop that crack in the air fryer. Like that. And the crazy thing about crack that's kind of crazy to me is that you can burn it, and crackheads can tell the difference. But you put it on fire. How does that work? And they don't complain. They'll be like, "Hey, so this crack is burnt. I would like a refund. If I could have my dick sucked back, please. I would like to take that. Could I please have my dick sucked back? This crack. Could I speak to the dick suck manager? In the crack dick suck exchange. That's I don't know if you guys can read the news, but the dick suck exchange, that's like a new form of commerce that Trump is implementing. And I'm actually the head of it, so. If you guys want your dick sucked, you gotta go through me. But only international. If you want your dick sucked overseas. Bill, you will not be allowed to go to the Philippines without talking to me first. But in the dick suck crack exchange, they suck your dick, you give them the crack. But I feel like it would be a lot better to give them the crack first, and then get your dick sucked back. Like while they're, it's just a, I don't need, like, I feel like the head would just be like a cartoon blur, like just like a, you know. They might actually, it might be dangerous. They might fuck around and suck your whole body in. And now they gotta spit out your bones like a Mortal Kombat finisher. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke weed. Because if I wanted to, if I wanted to feel insecure and stupid, I just go back to high school. Not even in my high school. I just go to any high school. I'm sure there's just gonna be a teenager there that's like, "Hey, nigga, look at your shoes," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, what did I?" Oh, they can tell these Crocs got more holes than they're supposed to. They can tell that they, oh. I used to live by a middle school. It was not cool. It was not fun at all. I was just scared of going outside and some teenager pointing their phone at me and be like, "Hey nigga, you like to get skibbity?" And I'm like, I don't know what that, yeah? They're like, this nigga like to get skibbity. No? Oh, what? You don't like to, it's a white kid by the way. Nigga, you don't like to get skibbity? What are you doing? She's a little bit of an alcoholic. But like the fun kind, guys. The fun, like to wake you up at 2 a.m. to clean the house, the gospel music kind. You know? Fun shit. I remember, like, I'll tell people, like, I'll just, I'll be telling you, chick, I'm like, my mom's an alcoholic, and people will try to relate to me, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, my dad's an alcoholic. He used to fill a sock up with nickels and hit. My mom would force me to watch Flavor of Love with her. Oh man, damn, I feel your pain, dog." I'm watching Rocker of Love on a school night. I'm watching The Real Chance of Love at 12 in the morning. I'm supposed to be getting a real chance at life, guys. I fell asleep in algebra. I can't do basic math. I think there's 3,000 people in here right now. I don't know how to count. My mom, she used to do dumb shit. One time she got drunk and sent my little brother to school with a rib in his pocket. Just like a loose barbecue rib in his pocket. She sent him to school. A lot of you, put your hand in your pocket right now and think about if there was a rib in there. But then actually think about if your pants was 10 times smaller than they are. So loose. And he ate the rib. He ate it at school. And he brought it back to her, and she didn't remember putting the rib in his pocket. She said, "Why you handing me a dry ass bone?" And she threw that. My mom, she will call me because I told her I was like, "Hey mom, the people love the rib joke." I call her up, hey mom, you going crazy? No, so I talked to my mom, and ever since I told her about the rib joke, she's been trying to give me more shit to talk about. Except it's like, "Hey, remember when I was trying to forget that actually. Actually, don't bring that up. You shouldn't think that's funny, by the way. That's not." She was like, "Hey, remember when you was taking a shower and I was drunk and I tried to throw up in the shower and I threw up all over you?" Now I do. Actually, that was one that I must have repressed. I don't know what happened with that, but thank you. I got a minute left, so I wanna. There's a decent amount of people. I want to do Hey, we about to manufacture a viral moment right now. Hey, it's all about Instagram and TikTok. So I'm about to manufacture a viral moment right now. All right, I'm gonna name 3 pop stars. Right, I'm gonna be like, you guys know who Sabrina Carpenter is? It don't matter. You guys are old. Some of you are old, but if you do, even better. Just follow the rules. All right. I'm gonna say, hey, y'all think I can have sex with Sabrina Carpenter? And then I need everybody to fucking go crazy and cheer, right? And be like, yeah, you can. You're a handsome boy. And then I'll be like, oh, y'all think I can have sex with Charlie XCX? And I need y'all to be like, of course. Go crazy also. Keep going crazy. Yes, you can have sex with Charlie XCX. And then for the 3rd one, I'm going to say, y'all think I can have sex with Chaperone? Maybe just say the worst shit you ever, not racist, but say the worst shit ever. Talk about how beautiful Chaperone, and she would never let a fucking gremlin like me. Just say the meanest shit that you can think of and boom really loud. All right, I'm gonna, who's recording? Elliot, you recording? Somebody recording? I'm recording. All right. Oh man, y'all been laughing so hard at everything I've been saying tonight. Oh man, this is crazy. Now that the comedy's out the way, let's get serious. Hey, sex with Sabrina Carpenter? Oh man, do you guys think that I can have sex with Charlie XCX? I was literally telling my girlfriend this last night. Oh yeah. Do you guys think that I can have sex with Chaperone?
Thank you guys all so much for coming out. I'm going to announce some winners, but this was a great show. You guys are a fantastic audience, so I just give yourself a round of applause because this is, we got a lot of very funny people in here, and having the support of people like you just makes it that much better because it's not always this fun. Tonight it was really fucking fun. All right, so we have 4 people moving on to the next rounds. So on December 3rd, there's this thing called the rebound round, and that's where everybody that came in 3rd and 4th place gets a chance to make it to the finals. And moving on from tonight to the rebound round is Squire and Namit Bond. Yeah. And moving on to the finals on December 10th, for $500 and a chance to perform at the Agora for Bill Squire's Christmakwanzakah. Get tickets now. Or actually, there's going to be a Black Friday sale, so get them now. I'm looking out for you. Those fees are fucking brutal. But moving on to the next, to the finals on December 10th. Congratulations to John Brown and Dave Shelton. Let's hear it for us. Let's hear it for everybody else that competed. Everything was fantastic tonight. And give it over Billy behind the for him. And your sponsors, Don Julio, Crown Royal, and Kettle One. Good night.